Dancing mania was a phenomenon that occurred throughout Europe from the 14th to 17th century. Entire groups of people would just spontaneously start dancing erratically. Hundreds to thousands of people would join in, male, women, and children alike, until the dancers passed out or died from physical exhaustion. The Europeans back then were clearly clueless as to what was causing this phenomenon. Guesses ranged from witchcraft to demonic possessions to astrological positions of the stars and moon. Because they didn't know what was causing these spontaneous dances, they also didn't know how to treat for it. One of the popular treatment methods was to pay musicians to play at these dances. The thought behind this cure was that the dancers were dancing out the disease. Dancing was affliction, and the cure was even more dancing. This obviously didn't work. The music would just encourage more dancers, and more subsequently died from physical exhaustion. An infamous mass dancing occurred in July of 1518 in the Holy Roman Empire. Today, the city is known as Strasbourg, France. A lone woman started dancing in the middle of the street, and within a month, 400 people had joined. Most of them were women. Musicians were hired, pavilions were built, and people danced their merry way to death. It's estimated that around 15 people died every day from dancing, though it's hard to know for certain since the city wasn't keeping accurate records. It's like a Mollyfield rave that doesn't end until you die. Even today, historians are unsure what was causing this. Common theory is that they were caused by a toxic fungi. Ergotamine is the main psychoactive product in these fungi, and structurally similar to LSD. It's the same fungus that is guessed to have caused similar hysterias, including the Salem witch trials in the late 17th century. This theory is further supported by the fact that almost all the impacted regions occurred between the Rhine and Moldau rivers, meaning most of the areas affected by the dancing mania share the same source of water. We know that the dancers were experiencing some form of altered state of consciousness because the amount of dancing they were doing required more endurance than what present-day marathon runners possess. And it's a bit unlikely that the famine-ridden areas would be home to elite athletes. Dance mania vanished around the mid-17th century, which is around the same time Europe left its obsession with the supernatural. This timing suggests that the dancers weren't, for lack of a better way of putting it, tripping their balls off. Part of the fervor dancing was the deliberate effort to rid the body of the supernatural possession that I mentioned earlier. When the fear of the supernatural went away, so did the compulsion to dance the demons away.